successful delivery of people-centric public service with digital technologies. Digital technologies and data management are key pillars for building economic and social resilience. The COVID-19 pandemic laid bare the gaps between countries that were agile and innovative in their adoption of digital technologies in governance systems and those that were not. The Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, has confirmed that the stark contrasts among different countries in their response to the COVID-19 pandemic over the last 2 years highlighted the vital role digital technologies play in crisis management and in supporting societies and their economies. The absence of digital solutions unmasked policy gaps, inequalities, and challenges, with the crisis leading to decreased levels of public trust in many governments. Many hegemonic states did not know this could happen. Meanwhile, states like the UAE, with evolving levels of governance, have applied a people-centric, digitally aided approach to handle the crisis. The UAE has leveraged emerging technologies such as blockchain and artificial intelligence, and they have harnessed data science capabilities to redevelop everyday interactions with citizens, residents, and visitors. This use of technology to deliver services in the public sector has become a key governance strategy for both local and federal entities in the UAE. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the government accelerated its strategic digitalization plans and used digital solutions to improve the delivery of public value. People-centricity looks at the diverse needs of people when designing, implementing, and evaluating public policies and services. Its principles can be facilitated by public sector entities through direct engagement and involvement with citizens in a consultative and co-productive manner. By using digital communication technologies to enhance consultation with citizens about their needs and expectations, and including this feedback in policy design and delivery, government entities demonstrate that their goal is to be citizen-centric. Additionally, by using big data technologies to collect, analyze, and evaluate data about policy and initiative performance among the target population, government entities can demonstrate to the public the areas of success and deferred outcomes that should be revisited. Now, the question that arises is how can people-centric public sector services be measured? There are a number of solutions to this. The first is the degree of diversity. Public services should be representative and inclusive of the people they serve, and they should reflect the needs and issues of the target population. This can only be achieved through intentional engagement with citizens and residents. This diversity should be reflected in the employee diversity within the public sector, ensuring a reflection of talents, skills, and point of views of the populace in policy design and delivery. The contrasting perspectives, properly managed, enhance innovation and produce user-centric and user-driven services that can be described as inclusive. Another form of diversity is in the variety of platforms or touchpoints provided to the public for the services being offered by government entities. The use of apps, websites, service kiosks, and other means requires the breaking of silos in public administration entities and overcoming the apprehension toward digitalization. A culture of building and sharing collective knowledge to streamline the flow of integrated data processes across entities for the benefits of citizens is a key enabler. Another way that we can build citizen-centric services and measure them is through people-centric values. Principles of transparency, accessibility, integrity, responsiveness, accountability, equality, and engagement guide public sector entities' interaction with citizens and residents. Governments should make a conscious effort to use digital resources to collaborate with the public at all stages of the policy process. and the policies that are developed should reflect all demographic groups as stakeholders. This should be regardless of age, income, or education. A third way that we can measure the level of people-centricity in our public services is through the level of satisfaction among citizens with the services being delivered. Satisfaction is a crucial outcome of these services, and it is shaped by expectation and experience. An improved understanding of satisfaction allows governments to better detect where changes are required and meet the needs. Digital technologies should be used to monitor more than internally determined metrics of satisfaction, such as transaction timelines, which are purely administratively measured. Digital technologies should be used to capture public perspectives on whether the services being provided meet the public's needs and expectations. The UAE has been measuring satisfaction with public services for a very long time. In 2017, satisfaction levels were at 70%. In 2020, satisfaction levels with the public services have moved up to 87%. Governments must strengthen their capacities to provide citizen-centric public services and react promptly in the event of subsequent waves of pandemics or any future crises. They need to design recovery strategies that are equitable and sustainable, and that ultimately contribute to long-term public sector reforms. Leveraging this opportunity that COVID-19 has presented requires understanding how to take meaningful decisions using digital technologies within the domestic context and ensuring that this response is maintained, it's sustainable, and that we continue to build trust. Such a strategic approach will continue to shape reforms and actions that will drive the use of digital technologies